I never thought I would see this place again. No, but it brings back some very bad memories. And but life goes on, I guess. Yes. I heard a cry for medic. And when I heard the cry for medic, I knew, or I was very suspicious, that it was a good friend of mine by the name of Montford Kelly. And he called medic, and I left the protection of the foxhole that I was in and went to him. The shrapnel had exploded in the treetop and showered down upon him. Found his foxhole that he had dug himself, and he was very seriously wounded. He was 2 or 3 feet down in the foxhole, and he was too heavy for me to lift out. I could not get him out of the foxhole because he was a bigger man than I was, and I did not have the strength. But I knew that I could not help him anyway. I had that experience, I had gained that experience by being in many battles and treating many wounded, and I knew that he was dying. So I went back to the CP, and when I got back, I broke down. And I started crying, emotional breakdown, and I could not stop. The lieutenant that was in charge, I think his name was Otsby, O-T-S-B-Y, Otsby. He tried to comfort me, but it did not help. And a day later, the next day or 2 days later, I was returned to the battalion aid station to recuperate a little bit, and I stayed in the battalion aid station about a week. And after I was able to recover my senses and my sorrow, then I went back to duty. I'm going to perform an Indian ceremony here on this spot. This is where F Company was, which I was a member of F Company, 16th Infantry Regiment. And I perform this ceremony because I believe that I can take up contact with the souls of the men that are still walking around here, I guess like you would say lost, but I want to assure them that they are not forgotten. We remember them all, and they made the ultimate sacrifice, and we are very proud of them. I'm thinking of you. I want to especially remember Montford Kelly, who comes from Alabama, and Edward Morosevich, who comes from New Jersey. I knew them both very well. And they paid the ultimate price. They gave their lives. You are not forgotten. I thank you very much. We will close this ceremony thinking of the men that made the ultimate sacrifice. Many of them were very young. Many of them were boys that had not experienced life as it was meant to be, to have a wife and children. Many of them died very young. My prayers go out to them. I will never forget you.